the education program further. Like last week we gave a little bit of a taste of it, but tonight we're going to even talk about it further. So before we get into that, I want to talk to you about one of my most favorite leaders in history, Churchill. How many of you like Churchill? Good, and the rest of you I'll convert in a few minutes. Now Churchill faced pure evil in the form of the Nazis. Churchill had to use two skills to overcome that evil. First of all, he had to be an excellent communicator. He gave the most incredible speeches and united the nation of England together to face down their enemies. And second, he was a great leader. He had to show leadership. Even when he failed, he had to get back up and keep going. And that's what a real leader has to do, because things don't always just work out the way you think they are. Sometimes you gotta fight. So Churchill provided as an example for both leadership and communication, and that's exactly the same thing that the Toastmasters education program provides to you tonight and throughout the next few years. So let's talk about why each of you needs to get your DTM, Distinguished Toastmaster. Distinguished Toastmaster is a rigorous process that could take several years to get, but it's worth it, because your DTM is not a sign that you can now start changing the world. It's a sign that you have already done it. So let's talk about that. The top part is your communication track. And last week I touched on it, where you have 10 speeches in the beginning, and you guys are going through those right now. Those are your basic 10 platform speeches that help you develop those skills that you're going to use throughout the rest of the communication track. So you have to learn how to make an outline. That's really helpful. You learn how to use vivid words, gestures that are powerful and motivating to your audience. So that's what you learn, and you're a competent communicator, and that's the manual that you all have today. Then you move into your advanced communicator manuals. These are the manuals you use for the next sections. For your advanced communicator bronze, your advanced communicator silver, and your advanced communicator gold. So each of these, you will do 10 more speeches. But what's really fun about it is that they're specific. Like right now, I'm doing a communicating on television and trying to videotaping me so that I can see how did I do training on television. And the whole power of each of these manuals is it focuses on a different area. We all want to become competent communicators, but when you were a child, did you go, I want to be competent? No, you said, no, I want to go to the moon, I want to rescue people out of burning buildings. So you have to rise beyond that. Once you've got the basics down, you have to move on to even get more technical skills. And there's about 15 different manuals, and you can see the list of them in the back of your your competent communicator manual, all the different titles that are available. So you do 10 here, you do 10 here, 10 here, 10 here, 10 here. That's 40 speeches. When you get your DTM, that doesn't mean, okay, now you can start inspiring and motivating audiences. No, that means you've given 40 inspirational speeches that can move and change the world. Now let's talk about the leadership track. We've learned about the leadership manual, your competent leader. That helps you lay down the basics. Listening, team building, motivating people, time management. Thank you, John. Then you move into the next one where you're an officer in the club. Jack is here as an officer. We have lots of officers here, and they're using all those basic skills to help our club and keep us on track. Then you move into the district level office, like I am right now. Each of you can become an area governor and manage 5 or 6 or 4 clubs and help their leaders succeed and help even more people. And then once you do all that, you have to do a high performance leadership project. The high performance leadership project is one of the most exciting parts of Toastmasters. This manual helps you go through a project. You can do it in your community. I'm doing a Christmas project for my church, and it's going to really impact our whole community. And I'm using this manual to help me do it, and I'm going to get feedback from my guidance committee. So Toastmasters, when you get to here, your DTM, this does not mean that you can start leading. It means you've already been doing it. So that's why everyone in this room should get your DTM. Thank you.